The Alchemist, authored by Paulo Coelho, is a widely popular fable that narrates the story of an Andalusian shepherd and his aspirations. The book has sold over 65 million copies across 80 languages and is recognized as a contemporary literary classic. Why is the book so popular? What caused alchemists to capture the imagination of people from all walks of life? Today we take a deep dive into The Alchemist and unravel the wisdom that lies within its pages. This is an episode you won't want to miss. The book's appeal can be attributed to its profound message that emphasizes the importance of discovering and fulfilling one's deepest desires instead of focusing on society's superficial benchmarks of success. Coelho's treatment of significant themes such as destiny, agency, and spirituality in a comprehensible style also contributes to its success. The unconventional and deeply romantic love story that forms the crux of the plot is yet another factor that draws readers to the book. Finally, the book's success may be because it highlights how the simplest things in life can be the most potent and meaningful. This episode's analysis delves into the intricate symbols and hidden meanings that underpin The Alchemist, enabling you to comprehend the source of its timeless appeal. We are sharing with you timeless 4 pieces of wisdom from the week that can be applied to your life too. Wisdom number 1. Our most meaningful desires can be discovered through our dreams. Paulo Coelho's novel, The Alchemist, tells the seemingly uncomplicated story of Santiago, a shepherd who embarks on a journey to find treasure. However, the novel is an allegory of self-discovery, emphasizing the importance of the journey we all must undertake to fulfill our deepest desires. Santiago's journey begins with a recurring dream that he has had since childhood, which is a significant motif throughout the novel. In fact, the story both starts and ends with a dream. Let us set the scene. Remember the details here. It will be important later on. Santiago has had a long day tending to his flock of sheep in the hills of the Spanish countryside. He searches for somewhere to shelter for the night and settles on an abandoned church. The church roof has crumbled away, and a sycamore tree has grown on the spot where the church sacristy once stood. Santiago falls asleep under the tree's branches. As he sleeps, he dreams. In his dream, a child appears and tells him that he will find treasure if he visits the pyramids. When he wakes up, he is convinced that the dream has a hidden meaning and seeks a fortune-teller's advice. She interprets his dream as a simple instruction to travel to the pyramids to find treasure. Although he initially finds this interpretation frustratingly simple, the fortune-teller reminds him that it is often the simplest things that are the most extraordinary, and only the wisest among us can truly understand them. Santiago's dream serves as a pathway to his true desires, which include his desire to travel. He becomes a shepherd to fulfill his longing for freedom and travel. Dreams, in the book, often reveal the truest desires of the dreamer, and they can also help them connect to the spiritual power of the soul of the world. Shortly before Santiago begins his journey, he meets a character called Melchizedek. Melchizedek, a magical king, introduces Santiago to the concept of the soul of the world, explaining that it is up to individuals to connect to it. Dreams serve as one of the ways the soul of the world communicates with individuals. Santiago follows his dream to Egypt, which takes him on a journey filled with distractions and challenges. On his journey from Spain to Africa, thieves robbed him of everything he has. He builds up his fortune once again by working in a shop that sells crystals, travels through the desert with a camel caravan, is caught up in a conflict between warring desert tribes, falls in love at a desert oasis, and meets a genuine alchemist. At every step, there are positive distractions like love or wealth, and negative like conflict or hardship that threaten to sway Santiago from pursuing his dream. However, Santiago remains steadfast and finally arrives at the pyramids. As he begins to dig, two young men attack him, mistaking him for someone burying treasure. Eventually, Santiago explains to them that he is digging here because of what he saw in his dreams. The men release him, but they are scornful. "He shouldn't be so foolish as to believe in dreams," says one. After all, he himself has had a recurring dream all his life, but has never been so stupid as to devote his life to pursuing it. The young man's dream, that if he were ever to visit Spain and find a crumbling church in the countryside, he should dig deep down where a sycamore tree grows. There he will find untold treasure. In this sense, Santiago's dream takes him full circle. Upon Santiago's return home, he does find the treasure deep down the sycamore tree, and the gypsy's wisdom is proved correct. The location of the treasure couldn't have been simpler for Santiago to find. Yet, to unearth it, he first had to embark on an extraordinary journey, which ultimately led him to his desired destination in a profound and awe-inspiring manner. Wisdom number 2. Each of us has a personal legend gifted by the universe. The idea that each individual has a personal legend is introduced by Melchizedek, a king who appears briefly in The Alchemist, but whose words have a significant impact on Santiago's journey. Melchizedek explains that a personal legend is the thing that a person truly wants to accomplish in life, but many people fail to achieve it because they believe it is too difficult or impractical. Melchizedek insists that anyone can achieve their personal legend if they desire it enough, because a true desire originates from the universe, and the universe will help make it happen. During his travels, Santiago encounters two other individuals who are connected to his personal legend. The first is an Englishman who has a different approach to achieving his goals. Santiago learns from the Englishman the importance of studying and observing the world around him, while the Englishman realizes that life experiences are more valuable than bookish knowledge from Santiago. The second person Santiago meets is an alchemist who has achieved his personal legend and has succeeded in becoming a true alchemist, someone who can transmute material from one form to another, including transmuting metal into gold. The alchemist explains that true alchemists focus on achieving their own personal legends rather than solely seeking how to create gold. Santiago is also told by both Melchizedek and the alchemist that listening to his heart is the key to uncovering his personal legend. However, when he attempts to do so, he becomes confused and frustrated as his heart is filled with fear and anxiety. The alchemist reassures Santiago that this is normal and that he should continue to listen to his heart. Santiago wonders what to do if his heart tells him to stop pursuing his personal legend, but the alchemist advises him to talk back to his heart and reassure it. Ignoring the heart's wisdom is not an option, but Santiago must also counsel his heart when it falters. Eventually, Santiago is able to tell his heart to stay true and not fear to suffer, and his heart begins to share the wisdom of the soul of the world with him. Wisdom number 3. Love should not be mistaken for ownership or control over someone or something. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho is a multi-layered story that offers various interpretations to its readers. While some see it as a love story, others view it as a tale of fate, destiny, and personal legend. The novel explores the theme that love does not equate to possession. One of the most captivating threads in the book is the love story between Santiago and Fatima. They meet at a desert oasis, where Santiago's caravan has stopped to avoid the conflict between warring desert tribes. They share their hopes and dreams and soon become engaged. Through Fatima, Coelho introduces questions about love and possession. Santiago must part with many things on his journey, including his sheep, accumulated wealth, and eventually the alchemist. But the hardest thing to part with is Fatima. Santiago wonders if he should give up his personal legend if it means leaving Fatima behind. Fatima believes that she is a part of Santiago's journey and that he should pursue his personal legend. She will still be there when he returns if it is meant to be. The alchemist reinforces Fatima's perspective, saying that leaving and then returning to her is the purest way that Santiago can express his love for her. In a broader sense, love also plays a significant role in the story. Seelho is interested in the love that is embodied in the universe. The poignant scene in which Santiago must demonstrate his alchemical abilities to a group of doubtful tribesmen embodies the essence of the story. The alchemist tells the tribesmen that, in 3 days' time, the boy will prove he is a true alchemist by transforming himself into the wind. Santiago has no idea how he will manage this. However, Santiago has learned to communicate in the universe's language, so he beseeches the desert to metamorphose him into the wind. Despite being unable to assist him directly, the desert advises Santiago to seek guidance from the sun, which in turn instructs him to speak to the sun. Santiago expresses his love and desire to reunite with a woman through the language of the universe to all of these natural elements. None have the power to help him. Santiago understands, then, that these natural elements, like him, are simply trying to follow their own personal journeys. In an enchanting turn of events, Santiago's epiphany does not transform him into the wind, but his conversation about love and the universe excites the desert wind and sun to conjure up a spellbinding desert wind. Through this momentous experience, Santiago attains true alchemy by becoming one with the natural world. The novel shows that love is not something to possess, but it is something to experience and cherish. Santiago learns that by trusting in himself and the universe, he can achieve his personal legend and still maintain his love for Fatima. Wisdom 4. The signs pointing towards your destiny are yours to follow, and it is within your power to interpret them and choose your path accordingly. The Alchemist is built around the tension between fate and free will. The protagonist, Santiago, struggles with the idea of whether his personal legend, his life's purpose, is predetermined by the universe or if he has the freedom to shape it. He questions why he must struggle so much to achieve it if it is preordained and why some fail to accomplish it. Santiago's internal conflict is ultimately resolved after a discussion with a camel driver, but before that, the book introduces another important theme: omens. In The Alchemist, omens are the universe's signs that can provide guidance and insight into the future. The story is peppered with omens that steer Santiago towards fulfilling his destiny, starting with the 2 stones that Melchizedek gives him to interpret omens. Santiago uses omens to find the buried treasure, but the most significant omen is when he sees 2 hawks fighting, which predicts an enemy attack. These omens are seen as evidence of the universe conspiring to help Santiago achieve his purpose. The phrase maktub, meaning it is written, is frequently mentioned, indicating that Santiago's path is predetermined by fate. If destiny is predetermined, then why do we struggle to achieve it? This question troubles Santiago throughout the story. He wonders why some people fail despite being fated to succeed. However, a conversation with a camel driver sheds light on this issue. This camel driver has visited many seers in a bid to know his future. The wisest seer, he tells Santiago, said that no man can know the future, only God can. Seers merely guess at it by reading the omens of the present. No one can truly know the future except God. Therefore, we must pay attention to the omens around us and live in the present moment to shape our future. These are the 4 key pearls of wisdom the book provides. We now know what's in it that makes Alchemist one of the best-selling novels. Because it presents a powerful message of hope and inspiration to readers, the story follows a relatable protagonist, Santiago, and his journey of self-discovery, which resonates with readers of all ages and backgrounds. Through his journey, Santiago learns important life lessons, such as listening to his heart and connecting with the universe, that inspire readers to reflect on their own lives and pursue their own dreams. The novel's exploration of themes such as fate, destiny, love, and personal legends also adds to its appeal and universality. Coelho's writing style, which blends philosophy, spirituality, and adventure, also makes the novel a unique and engaging read. Hope you enjoy this episode. Subscribe for more such content. Ferry Betola.